The most beautiful girl in the world. Remember that song? Well, it would appear the powers that be would rather you forget. One of Prince's most successful singles, giving him his only UK #1, one of his most recognisable tracks the world over, and one of the most popular with the masses, not just the Prince core fan base, and most importantly, the song that showed Prince and the world he didn't need a record company to be successful, has been confined to a dark and dusty corner of history to be forgotten. Well, not if we, the Purple Army, have anything to do with it. So what's the story? Well, the song has been at the centre of a plagiarism case since 1995. Two Italian writers, Bruno Bergonzi and Michele Vicino, who wrote a 1983 song called Taking Me to Paradise, performed by session vocalist Reynard J, claimed that Prince plagiarised the song and took him to court over it in Italy. The Italian court rulings have 3 rounds of verdicts and can last more than 20 years. The first ruling came in 2003 and actually went against Bergonzi and Vicino, but they won an appeal in 2007. The third and final sentence was handed down by the court in 2015 while Prince was still alive, and in this ruling, Prince, and now the Prince estate, are barred from distributing The Most Beautiful Girl in the World in Italy. The sentence must also be published in 2 Italian national dailies and 2 specialist music magazines at Prince's expense, which they claim has yet to happen. Apparently, the American legal authorities made various attempts to deliver the verdict to Prince at Paisley Park, but couldn't find anyone home. One aspect of the sentence that has been actioned is the pair are now receiving royalty payments and are now recognised as the authors of The Most Beautiful Girl in the World. This case is quite ridiculous, and it's amazing really that the estate have not tried to have this thrown out. The original track in question from 1983 sounds more like the Cutting Crew's I Just Died in Your Arms Tonight, and I will put a link down in the description below for you to check for yourself. Also, if the track is only barred from Italy, why is it missing from the Gold Experience album when it was made available on all the streaming sites in 2018? The track is listed, but you can't play it. Even if Prince did get the idea from this track, would it really matter to us? Prince still wrote the lyrics, played the instruments, produced and arranged it. In fact, many of Prince's best-loved tracks come from a certain amount of collaboration. Just take Wendy and Lisa's incredible contribution to Prince's music. So what's the problem? Let them get paid and let's keep the song out there for all to hear. Of course, the possibility that Prince somehow found this obscure disco track that wasn't even a hit and appeared on a few dance compilations in Europe is remote to say the least. It seems we are in new territory now, with some of the biggest names in music no longer with us and unable to defend themselves, and the vultures are trying to get their slice of the purple pie. Then, just this week, a new article was doing the rounds on social media, written by Gary Suarez on noisy.vice.com, claiming that The Most Beautiful Girl in the World is pretty creepy in retrospect, and goes on to say, and I quote, "One need not dig much deeper to see a subversive and in places downright dark side to the song. His sincerity in the chorus refrain, 'You're the reason that God made a girl,' broaching a line towards objectifying creepy worship. With this idealised woman up upon his pedestal, Prince evokes literal apocalyptic sentiments, seemingly cribbed from his Seventh-day Adventist faith." Unquote. This article then tries to claim again that Prince was grooming Mayte, and this song was part of the grooming process. We had an attempt a few weeks back to claim Prince groomed Ana Garcia and Mayte, which was nipped in the bud very quickly, with a huge response and outcry from fans on social media and a great video on the subject by the Nightchild. And finally, with Ana Garcia going straight to the writer and setting him straight on Prince's behaviour. And here we have another attempt to slander and disrespect Prince and one of his greatest tracks, and make him and it something they are not. The Most Beautiful Girl in the World is Prince's ode to all women. Mayte herself has said in her book that it was not about her, but about all women. Prince adored women, not just in a sexual way. He felt a deep connection with them, emotionally and spiritually. He understood them. He was deeply connected with his feminine side and was way more comfortable in their presence than with men. The lyrics in the song are beautiful and couldn't be further away from creepy if you tried. When the day turns into the last day of all time, I can say, I hope you are in these arms of mine. And when the night falls before that day, I will cry tears of joy, 'cause after you all one can do is die. Prince is not being apocalyptic. He is merely saying that when all things end, he loves his woman so much he will be happy as long as they are together. Prince also goes further than the physical attraction by speaking of the beauty that comes from inside. It doesn't matter what size, colour or race, it's what's inside that counts. Prince shows this in the video for the song, as different women of age, shape, colour and race are shown that they can achieve their goals and are strong. From giving birth to winning an Olympic gold medal, stand-up comedian, singer, and finally, Prince shows a woman becoming President of the United States of America. If the estate accept this ruling and leave this song to never be released again, it's important that we remember it and make sure it's never forgotten for future generations. Not just because it's one of Prince's greatest pop tracks, not just because it was his only UK #1, but because it paved the way for future artists to see you can be free and successful as an independent artist in charge of every aspect of your career. It was the first step by Prince on his road to eventual emancipation and must never be forgotten.